Hi everybody, Phil the Issues Guy. And yes, I will be spoiling what leaked from last night's premiere at the Tribeca Film Festival. For those of you that don't know what happened, here's a little bit of a warning, spoiler warning for possible spoilers for Season 6, Episode 8 of Better Call Saul. So, I don't know. I have no chill when it comes to these kind of things. When I know that the spoiler is out there, I can't help but sniffing it out like a bloodhound, looking everywhere, every place I can to try to find a synopsis or try to find some information. Spoilers don't bother me. I know there's some movies, some television shows where they're more important than others, but if it's out there, I need to search it out. It's a problem that I have. It happens with many different shows that I've watched over the course of time. If the spoiler exists, I gotta sniff it out. So, those of you that don't know, the first episode of the mid-season premiere of Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 8, premiered last night at the Tribeca Film Festival. I wanted to go down to New York to see it, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't figure it out with my schedule. I didn't know ahead of time enough. But I got done with all my daily activities. I started sniffing around circles on the internet I probably shouldn't have. And of course, I found somebody that direct messaged me a potential summary of what happened in the episode. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying I don't know if this is accurate. I didn't even know if I was going to come out here and report on this, so to speak. But if the information is going to be out there, I might as well say it, give you the opportunity to make the decision whether you want to listen to it or not. Because I couldn't help myself. And because that information is inside me now, if I try to talk about the upcoming season without putting this out, it's going to be very disingenuous. Other people might end up doing that. They might read these things and then go, I have a prediction of what's going to happen. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to read what the person sent to me, and we can debate whether it's real or whether it's not, and we can talk about it in the comment section as if we just watched the episode. So be prepared. Here is one last time, huge spoiler warning for possible spoilers for Season 6, Episode 8 of Better Call Saul. If you don't want to know anything about what happened or what was shown at the Tribeca Film Festival, allegedly, please turn this video off now and come back after the episode premieres, and let's see how much of this was correct. But for those of you that don't have chill like me, those of you that cannot control yourself like me and want to actually hear what this person sent me, stick around. Now I'm just going to read this. I might comment on it a little bit, but I'm not going to pick this apart too much because I don't want to spend too much time picking this apart when it isn't verified yet. It could very well be someone taking me for a ride here, and I'm completely accepting that that is a possibility. So I'm not going to break apart this too much. Maybe we can do that in the comment section. Maybe I can do a video afterwards being a little bit more breaking this down if we can confirm that some of this stuff is true. So here we go. After Lalo calms down Jimmy and Kim, he tells Jimmy to go to Gus's house, driving Lalo's car, take the gun and the camera from his car, knock on his door, kill him with the gun, and take a picture of his body. Lalo doesn't say that this is Gus's house. He just tells Jimmy how to get to his house and shoot the guy that opens the door, with glasses, looks like a librarian. Jimmy convinces Lalo to send Kim instead because he reasons that whomever lives there is more likely to open the door for a woman in the middle of the night than a man. Kim panics and tries to refuse profusely, but Jimmy keeps on insisting that she should do it. It was a very ambiguous situation. It was hard to tell whether Jimmy was doing this to save Kim by sending her away from Lalo, or if he was trying to save himself. That's what I think, by sending Kim to do something very dangerous. In this scene, Kim is panicking really badly. Very good acting by Ray. But for some reason, Jimmy looks mischievous and callous, almost like Lalo. Kim looks utterly betrayed when she heads out the door. She ends up going to Gus's house, knocking on his door, pulls the gun out, but before she can pull the trigger, Mike comes from behind her and yells, "Miss Wexler!" and pushes her into the house. Mike asks her what's going on, She says that Lalo will kill Jimmy and gets mad at Mike. She says something like, "You said you were going to protect us," and Mike leaves for Jimmy's place. Back at Jimmy's house, Lalo ties up Jimmy, heads to the laundromat. There's a funny part during this scene where Jimmy says, "It wasn't me, it was Ignacio," just like in his episode of Breaking Bad. Lalo gets to the laundromat before Gus gets there and ambushes him. He kills all of Gus's men and forces him to show him the underground lab at gunpoint. Throughout this whole time, he's recording with his camera for Don Eladio. In the basement, Gus kicks the cable that's connected to the lights to cause a blackout, and he uses the gun that's stashed away in the forklift to mortally wound Lalo in complete darkness. Lalo gets shot in his upper chest neck area. He looks at Gus one last time and laughs before dying. After everything's over, Mike and his guys clean up the scene at Kim's apartment and tells Jimmy and Kim that Howard came over drunk and rambled about how it was their fault and left. He says that they should say they don't know what happened after he left. Mike and his men bring Howard's dead body over to the basement lab and bury it underground along with Lalo's body. Before they bury them, Mike takes Howard's shoes, wallet, and wedding ring. Other details, Mike looked very upset he was burying Howard with Lalo. The cold open was at a beach with shoes floating in the water and being carried back and forth by the waves. A bit further away from that is Howard's car with some classical music playing and his wallet and wedding ring on top of the car. Actual cocaine was left in Howard's car. Mike made it look like Howard visited Jimmy and Kim in his drunken stupor and left them to drive several states over to a beach somewhere and killed himself by swimming in the ocean or drowning himself in the ocean. And those are all the leaks and spoilers from Season 6, Episode 8 of Better Call Saul. Unbelievable. I don't know what I believe. I think a lot of this sounds credible. I can't wait to see how it's dictated on screen. Obviously, there's a callback to what happened to Gale on Breaking Bad. There was also a few other callbacks with the Where is Ignacio situation. I think this is a very interesting setup. Whether it's true or whether it's not, I don't want to put too much weight into it until we see it or until we get a confirmation that these leaks are accurate. But I will say this, I did say that Mike was going to clean up the mess. It didn't necessarily happen the way I thought it was going to go, but I'll take my points there and say, oh yeah, at least I predicted Mike's going to clean up the scene, for now anyways. So yeah, I know, I'm awful, I'm horrible, I'm the worst person ever, I'm reporting these leaks and I shouldn't, but I can't help myself. I sought them out, I looked for them, I asked for them, I received them, and now I'm saying them. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, please hit the subscribe button, click that bell for all notifications. Thank you, everybody. I'll talk to you next time.
Dude.